Hello, viewers. You're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center, and this is our live watch along show. It is the Euros, the 17th edition of the Euros. Yesterday, we saw the first finalist, that is Spain defeating France yesterday. Who will join Spain today? It is a match between Netherlands versus England. Yeah, the second team, of course, the winner will join Spain in the final on the 14th. That is on Sunday. But remember, this is England's fourth appearance in the semi-final of the European Championship, having been eliminated in the first two in 1968 versus Yugoslavia and in 1996 versus Germany. The Three Lions reached the final at the competition at Euro 2020 after beating Denmark 2-1, only to lose on penalties to Italy at the Wembley. For the Dutch, it will be a sixth semi-final at the Euros. They have lost their last four, with their one victory coming in 1988. Yeah, that was when they won the Euros. They went on to win that tournament with Marco van Basten scoring one of the most famous goals in the competition history in the final, which took place in Munich. Yeah, but today is a different story. It is Netherlands versus England. The last time these two teams met, yeah, it was England who defeated, it was the group stage of the Euros. It was England who defeated the Netherlands 4-1. Will it be a revenge mission for the Netherlands? Only time will tell. I'm not alone in the studio today to talk about all the happenings in this encounter. I'm having with me our regular analyst, Shegu. How do you do today?
Good evening, Solomon.
Yeah.
Good evening, yeah, mate. Well, another night to talk football on Premier Sport Fan Center is another watch along tonight. And it's the Orange Boys against the Three Lions. Two big names when it comes to football around the world, and two teams. I think one of them, both are actually befitting finalists. Should one of them make it to the final of the Euros 2024? England are still looking for their first Euros, while Netherlands are also looking for their second one in many years of being in this competition. It has been year of rebuilding for the Netherlands and also year of rebuilding for the English boys. They got to the final on the last time out, that is the Euro 2020, and now they're in the semi-final this year. Though everybody, a lot of pundits, a lot of football lovers might just look at it that England hasn't really been very, good as much as we expect at this Euros 2024. But you don't have to take it away from them. They qualified there, or they find themselves in this semi-final with an unbeaten run, almost just like the Spaniard, but just that the Spaniards scored more goals. But they've done the necessary things, and that is what has gotten them to the semi-final. It's always a different ball game from the group stage and finding yourself in the semi-final, because you're one step away from the final, which might put you very close to the trophy. So let's see if 90 minutes is going to give us a victory here, or will it be going straight into extra times and possibly penalty shootouts.
All right, and also we have in Yamite. Yamite, how do you do?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening, Shego and the Gaffer, and good evening to our listeners. England, Netherlands, familiar foes. I just want to see football on the field of play. I want to see two teams go at each other. I want to see a team that wants it the most to win the game, actually. So I'm just going to enjoy football tonight and may the better side win.
All right, may the better side win. And to our fans, you are welcome to the show. Yeah, you know how we do it. Today is going to be a different story. Yeah, we had a winner yesterday, but it was we got that winner lately. The winner did not call in. We're expecting to see a score. But today is a different story. Today's prediction is not going to be on correct score. Today's prediction is going to be the number of corner kicks that will be recorded in today's semi-final. That is our prediction. You get it right, you get your 10,000 naira. I hope you get me right. To our fans, wherever you are watching us from, today's prediction is not on correct score. Today's prediction is on the number of corner kicks that will be recorded in today's encounter. Some of you don't listen to us. You just come send your prediction, go back. But hey, to you, those who are listening, you have all the time now to start sending in your prediction for the number of corner kicks that will be recorded in today's encounter. That is the semi-final between England versus Netherlands. Already we are having so many predictions here. It's like you don't listen to us. You only come, send it, drop the prediction and go away. So I think those who are listening will get this one this time around.
That is actually a good turnaround. Like he rightly said, today's prediction will be on corner kicks. So the number of corner kicks, that is what you have to predict on the show today. So whoever gets the number of corner kicks right goes home with 10,000 naira. It's not always going to be you predicting the final score line. Yeah. So if you are still on the program, you can send in your numbers of corner kicks you expect in this tie between Netherlands and England, which is already in the third minute of that encounter. England are playing their home attire, which is the white on that blue shorts, while the orange boys of Netherlands are playing in their all orange attire. It's a full stadium. The orange fans are actually in their numbers, loud and clear. Yeah, they wants to make it to the final in what's it called, in Germany. They share borders with England, not really far from each other. But let's see if that big rivalry between these two teams will be coming to play tonight. If England will be giving a big account of themselves, they need to come out big today. And a lot of players on this pitch who are familiar foes right from the EPL. I remember the time of when Harry Kane was still the captain of Tottenham, playing against Virgil van Dijk when he was at Liverpool versus Tottenham.
Yeah.
It used to be a big battle between these two players. Ake ended up folding place in the same club at the same Manchester City. So a lot of familiar foes, a lot of friends on the opposite side tonight. Let's see how this is going to turn out.
All right, let's see how it's going to run. Yeah, Mike, what are your expectations in this match? Given the fact that Netherlands came in as the best third place in this competition in the group stage, and though England topped their group, but they've struggled. The road to the semi-final had to get to the extra time. They did not win in a regulation time. And looking at these two sides, but England has actually grown from strength to strength in this encounter. So what
in this competition?
In this competition, yeah. So what are your takes on this? What do you think will come out on top today?
I think there are two teams who just found themselves in semi-final. England qualified with 5 points.
They just find themselves.
No, you see, it is.
You have to wait till the last day to qualify for that.
Yeah.
It's not badly poorly, just like England.
So when you look at it, England, it is a big grammar when you say they topped their group. They only had 5 points, and Netherlands had 4. They are in the same WhatsApp group. So when you look at it like that, you see that there are two teams that are equally matched. So when you wanna say, okay, who will wait till towards? It's just better one just enjoy the game, because it's about who will just show up today. And just because if you look at it, Netherlands when route semi-final, who has they faced? Who did they face? Sorry, they faced Romania and Turkey. And who did England face? Their main test was their last game. Switzerland, which still is not that big of a test. And they couldn't even dispatch them in regulation time. Both Slovakia, Switzerland.
They were lucky.
They had to score a late goal.
Equalizer from Saka.
Losing a penalty in that encounter.
So I think that this is a game whereby it can tilt anyways, but about the corner kick, I think it's a good one, because many people just drop their prediction and just fly away. So now, if they are listening, they really get it.
Yeah, if they are listening right now, we know, because since I made that pronunciation, I've not seen anybody who sent prediction on corner kick. To tell you they're not listening. So please, wherever you are, this is Premier Sports Fun Center. Our prediction for today is on corner kick. Send the number of the record of corner kick you think that will be recorded in this encounter today. You get it right, you win your 10,000 naira. To those who have sent in their prediction, that is good for the fun of it. You can keep on sending it, but hey, remember the winning prediction for today is on corner kick. We have so many messages here from Engineer Kambai. Good evening, Premier Sport. Hopefully tonight match life of lot of expectation. My prediction: Netherlands 3, England 1. Dolly Pezzle, Netherlands. So many predictions, but we'll read them as you go to run on some of the commentary.
Right, 7th minute of that encounter, and both teams are sizing up each other, and some Netherlands will be breaking from the back against the English boys, and this one sends it straight into midfield and returns back into the hands of Dumfries, who is playing as a right back for Netherlands tonight, as the captain there holds onto the ball for Netherlands, returns it back to the wing there, where he finds Dumfries, the Inter Milan right back, who sends a long one, tees it cross into the box there, tries to tee up Midfield to pie there. He has a chance for Netherlands with that beautiful goal. Xavi Simons with the first goal for Netherlands. What a way to start this encounter between Netherlands and England. It's Xavi Simons who has just broken the deadlock in this encounter. There was nothing Pickford could do about that goal.
Yeah, that was a bullet of an attempt into the back of the net. And I think the pivot players has a lot of questions to answer, opening that kind of space to shoot at that position. So I think it was a well taken attempt by Javi Simons, and let's see how England will react. Maybe it will be forced to
I think
to
that was a big fall there from is that not, who was that who fell off there off that chance? Oh, that was Declan Rice who actually lost possession to to Xavi Simon. Look, oh, I think no. Pickford should be doing better there. He should be doing better.
you
There.
know it
He
was
should be doing
Kai
better.
Walker
That
who
was almost
blocked
coming.
his
That was
view.
almost coming to his front there. He didn't dive very well there to me.
Kai Walker
He should be
blocked
diving
his
better
view.
to
You know why
If you look at it, he didn't see the ball on
Mm.
time. So I think Kai Walker. I think we have a call.
You know, we are having a caller here. We are having a call here. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Tomiwa Wolabi.
Okay, Tomiwa Olabi, how are you?
I'm very good.
Yeah, you okay? You got your prediction right yesterday. You were the yesterday's winner, right? Yeah, we were expecting your call. I expected your call yesterday, but you didn't call in. Yeah.
Yes, my phone was down, so
Okay.
that was why I'm calling tonight.
All right, where are you watching us from? Where are you watching Premier Sport from?
I'm in Ogun State now. I'm watching from Ogun State.
From Ogun State. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. You know one of the reasons why you won, and though we know you have been commenting on Premier Sport Fan Center even before we started this predict and win. Yeah, we've seen your comment. We've been seeing your prediction. We appreciate you. So we want you to tell your friends about Premier Sport Fan Center. Yeah. So and what you do now, right now, you send the last 4 digits of your phone number and your account number to our comment section.
Okay, sir.
All right. When you do that, please call back to confirm that you have sent them.
No problem. I will come back to you.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes, sir.
10 minutes
Yeah.
on that counter. What a way to start this game between Netherlands and England. And England has a chance and opportunity to respond almost immediately in this one. It's a free kick to England in a promising position there. And you can see the two players standing on that free kick duties for England. It's Trippier and Phil Foden. Let's see what they'll be making out of these. Talking about Trippier, he's actually a good free kick taker. We've seen him score a lot of some numbers of free kick right there with Newcastle. Let's see if he'll be getting this one and what a way this game has started. 10 minutes gone in that game at Dortmund Stadium. It's Netherlands 1, England 0.
Yeah, Netherlands 1, England 0, 10 minutes. Will this be the same situation we had yesterday? One early goal, but the other team came back and did the needful right there. So, can England do the needful in this one? The referee telling the medics about, okay, I think Jude Bellingham wanted to come back and the referee says no. So free kick to England, 11th minute of that encounter. Kieran Trippier and Phil Foden on this one. Can they maximize this? Yeah, only time will tell. So the free kick is taken into the box and headed out by that one of those orange boys in the box right there. So Bukayo Saka controls this one and tries to run at Cody Gakpo, who cuts back into the middle. Saka will I think that's a foul.
Rightly given there by the central referee. It's going to be a free kick to England in another promising position. And that was the Arsenal player there, Bukayo Saka, who was brought down there by the Liverpool winger, Cody Gakpo, who has actually been having a good competition at the Euros. You know, a different competition from performance from what we've seen with
At the
at
Premier League,
Liverpool.
yeah.
Where it looks like whenever he's there with the Netherlands team, he's always at home in the national team. It's the 12th minute of this encounter. It's another free kick to the England national team, and it's still Foden and Kieran Trippier, who are standing on this. Harry Kane, the big man, is in the box there looking for his third goal at the Euros. Will he be getting that today? And Foden is looking like he'll be the one to take this across into the box and in swing guy. That is the free England player there. But nobody could get that needed touch. And this was equally defended well there by the orange boys there. And it's going to be a free kick as the referee spotted and infringement in the box, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a train? Yeah, it's a train to England in this one. The game is lighting up. As we can see, England are doing everything possible to get an equalizer in this one. Yesterday we saw a quick goal from France yesterday, but like they rightly said, it's not who call police.
The win case.
Police, the win case. that was the situation for France yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's see if that is going to be the situation.
Honestly, I wanted to ask that question. That do you see that happening today, Your might?
Yeah, it's possible, really possible. It depends on the reaction of England. We saw Spain, while going down, they kept their composure. They knew that it's just a matter of time they will get their goal. It got to a stage they were beginning to let off steam, but they had a wonder kid, and that wonder kid came to play, and the rest is history.
All right, we have a message from Bami Dele. I think he's the first person who has proven that he's listening to Premier Sport Fan Center. He say, just heard the new prediction from the studio. Corner kicks prediction: Netherlands 3 corner kick, then 4 corner kicks for England. So he said a total of 7 corner kicks. So you are the first person that has proven that you listen to Premier Sport. David is still sending Netherlands 3-3, England 3. Well, I will read all. It's for the fun of it. So we have I've read that one before.
What is called handicap? Handicap.
Sekiru Adeyanju say my dream must come true. Over 2.5, Netherlands 0, then versus England 1. Is it over 2.5 and say Netherlands 0? No, goals. Okay. Yeah, then Kadri, Netherlands 1, England 0. Ayola David, Netherlands 1, England 3. Biggie, Netherlands 2, England 0. Ayola David, England top of the group. And squad is complete for the final Euro 2024. Okpeyemi Abdulaziz, good evening. Netherlands 0. England 0. Korede Lemi, how is it going? Netherlands 1, England 2. Tomiwa, I win yesterday. Spain 2, where you got it, you just call it now. And we have confirmed that you are the winner. And we are still waiting for your details here. Then, Humphrey, evening, guys. Netherlands 0, England 2. Femi Sylvester, good evening. Femi Sylvester, Netherlands 3, England 1. Bimbo Adeyemi, hello, England 4, Netherlands 2. Bidemi Aluku, good evening. Premier Sport Fan Center. I predict Netherlands 0, England 4. Then I think Babatunde, Netherlands 1, England 2. Adeyemi, Netherlands 3, England 2. I think those are the predictions so far. Then Oguwa say thank you. Then Ogunware Shino say thank you, Premier Sport Fan Center. I have received my payment. Appreciate, yeah. Ogunware has actually appreciated. You can. It is even okay if you can call in to confirm that you have received. Ogunware Shino, yeah, please call in again to confirm that you have received money from Premier Sport Fan Center for getting your prediction right yesterday. So that is the situation so far, so good. Right now, it is the 15th minute of this edition encounter.
And I think there's a VR check.
Just be a penalty for England, and the referee is going to the monitor.
I think it's a penalty because the stud caught Harry Kane. So I think anywhere in the world, that should be a penalty. Except if the ball entered into the back of the net. Because he shouldn't be going for that tackle. That tackle really had an effect on how Harry Kane struck that ball. So look at it. Look at that. Look at that stud. That is a card offense. That is a red card and a penalty. You don't do this in the box. What is this? What is this?
That's surely a penalty to England.
A penalty and a red card. Because that is a stud.
Red card is what I want. I don't really think they'll be giving him a red card for that.
Probably a yellow card.
Yes, a yellow card
Because of the penalty. But if it's outside the box, that's a
I
red
think
card.
the referee will be checking if he had kicked the ball before.
It's a penalty.
Penalty.
To England.
It's a penalty.
And Harry Kane has a chance of getting a stud goal. That was unnecessary from Dumfries. A player with a lot of experience. You would have expected.
But if he didn't disturb Harry Kane, Harry Kane will score that ball.
It
will be more calm
I was
out
actually
to take
expecting better from Dumfries there. You don't go into tackles like that in the box.
Wow.
In your
But
own box.
without a card for this offense.
There should be a card.
Probably a yellow card. Let's see what the
I think there
but-
should be. You see the referee going into his pocket. There will be a card. Either red card or yellow card. Anyone is justified.
Okay, it's a yellow card.
So
It's a yellow card.
lucky for him.
Dumfries there. There's Dumfries now. The Inter Milan right back who has just gone into the books of the referee in this account. A chance for England to come back in this one in the 17th minute. And this is the captain who will be standing forward to take this penalty. The goalkeeper, Bert Verbengen, that is the Brighton goalkeeper. Who is standing against the Bayern Munich striker, who is equally good from the spot. Yeah, he's a good player when it comes to taking penalties. I'm talking about Harry Kane. This should be a chance for England to come back in this one. They dashed out the goal at first to Xavi Simons. And here's a chance for Harry Kane to get his nation, his country back into this one. What will he do? Will he be his third goal at the Euros so he can also go and join the 3 goals team at the top of the scorers chart at the Euros 2024? Harry Kane, and he'll take his run against Bet right now, waiting for the referee's announcement to take that. And the whistle, and the moment from now will be going. Harry Kane straight forward.
And it's a goal!
As England who has responded in this one. And what a game we're having, what a cracker this game is promising to be. A 10th minute of this encounter. It's now England 1, Netherlands 1.
So, if you had predicted 1-0 or 0-1, it's a successful case. Yes, we are not using it.
But it's good. But
for the fun of it.
Let the prediction keep flowing. Let it keep flowing. Flow the correct score, but you win when you predict for the corner kicks. You know?
Yeah, the winning of today is on the number of corner kicks, not necessarily the number of corner kicks each team play.
No, the total number plus the 2 tied.
You had it together. And
Bamidele predicted 7 corner kicks.
Well, you saw the Venom was in that attempt.
He also stretched a lot there. That could have gone anyway. It was just a 50. I think it was a 50-50 chance for both player and goalkeeper there. But what a way for England to respond. This game has been even. Conceding an unnecessary goal, and also the Netherlands giving out an unnecessary penalty in this one to get England back in this encounter. The game has restarted. It's Netherlands who has restarted the game after also picking up the ball from their net in this game.
Yeah, Yoruba will say hello. Both teams now have removed the ball from their net, so it's 1-1 already in that encounter. Dortmund Stadium has witnessed 2 goals this evening before 20 minutes, and I think yesterday was 21 minutes, the 1-1. So, but this one before 20 minutes, 1-1 already, and it promises to be an exciting time. You don't want to go nowhere. You want to enjoy every bit of this with us right here at the Premier Sport Fan Center. And Verbruggen still with the ball. We send long one into the midfield to find that former Barcelona forward right there. We'll find Gakpo. Yeah, Memphis Depay, thank you. And Gakpo lose the possession, but a throw into Netherlands at this point in time. Netanyahu, the left back today, it won't that be very difficult for him to
think it should be much difficult because that's one position he has really played much for Manchester City towards I think most of last season he played as a left back for Manchester City, not even in his preferred centre back position. So I think he should be well at home. The only problem I think he'll be facing today is playing off against Bukayo Saka, because he can be a tricky winger against any defender he's facing off against.
So it's 1-1 right now, and it seems the game will be really exciting. The guys are going at each other. Everybody wants to win. It's not as if one team is defending. Like we saw France more on the defensive side yesterday. So it is John Stones who will link up Phil Foden. I don't know if Gidgafa knows if there will be a miracle again and we witness another goal before 30 minutes.
Anything is possible in football. Like these 2 sides who are so anxious, they want to get a goal, both technically and anyhow. They want to get this goal. They want to get the victory. And knowing England very well will be more hungrier because they've not won the Euros before. The best they got to was the last time out when they got to the final against Italy. Italy won them in that last one. So they want to put their names. I'm talking about Southgate, who within the period of time he started coaching England. He has taken them to 3 semi-finals, both in the 3 semi-finals in the Euros. So he has actually done that, and he want to pick that cup for the first time.
If you're not winning a trophy, I don't think you've done very well. So he needs to win a trophy. He's one of the managers that England has really given that stability. He has been there for a lot of time, and when it comes to stability and the pool of talent he has at his disposal to pick from, you expect more than this from England.
Yeah, and it is a Netherlands with the ball now. It's going to be a throw into England at this point in time. Yeah, throwing to England, to Netherlands, and it is Ake that will be taking the throwing here for Netherlands. Yeah, Ake with the ball quickly take that one to who? To his man, they return back to Ake, and it is Netherlands with the ball trying to attack a good link-up play there, but to the wrong person. England take over possession, and it is England through Hurricane. What did he do? He turn around, change from middle, trying to link up to the right wing, but still, it is still England with the ball, and building momentum back to Jude Bellingham. What did he do? He has 3 men on him. Can he run through them? A good pass there. Can he make it the second goal? He makes and what a blow! What a defensive play there.
That was a good defensive work there from Dumfries. And I
How
think he has
did
done.
Foden not
But I
score
think
that
he
goal?
did everything right there. He did everything right there. Dumfries was just at the right place at the right time there to keep that in check. And it's looking like England are coming all out against Netherlands this time around. They've grown into this competition. It's unlike the Netherlands that we've seen. It's not like the English team we've seen from the group stage. And this time around, they are going all out to attack against their opponents. And you can see the space the Netherlands are giving to the English boys. They would surely want to take advantage of that.
Yeah, they want to take advantage of this, and Kyle Walker is the next guy with the ball right there on the field of play.
And there's 2 balls on the field
two
at the same
balls.
time.
Balls on the pitch.
Yeah. 2 ballers on the pitch. I was thinking they were going to have a relook on that, but probably
No,
the
there's
cross
not.
line.
If it's cross
The-
the cross
the-
line,
the
the
watch.
referee is going to have
The goal line
goal line
technology is
we
available.
actually nullified this thing, the ref.
They will notify him right there. So as we start off play, Kyle Walker with the ball, we return it back to John Stones, who finds Phil Foden in the middle. Phil Foden, no, Declan Rice it is, not Phil Foden right there. So we find John Stones back to Gray, and is the English trying to dominate play. Straight can JPR will return it back to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham finds Declan Rice. Declan Rice sends a long one for Kyle Walker, and Kyle Walker will return it back to Phil Foden, and Mino will return it back to Phil Foden, who tries to find time and space. Returns it back to Kobe Mino. Mino will find Kyle Walker, who tries to play in the run of Phil Foden, but was intercepted by one of those orange boys in the defense right there. So Declan Rice will still team up with Kobe Mino, the general himself, like Jude Bellingham would like to call him, marshalling the midfield for the 3 Lions. Is he a 3 Lions material? He has been proven to be right since he stepped up and joined the first 11 for the 3 Lions right there. So Verbruggen sends this one long one forward. Declan Rice couldn't keep it in play. It's it down, and it seems Harry Kane thought he would keep it in play, but was dispossessed. And Phil Foden will steal the ball right here. And the referee says play on at this point in time.
Continue there. And straight into the hands of the Netherlands goalkeeper. We can see Phil Foden still asking questions from the referee that should have been a free kick to the English national team boys there, but the referee is not having any of that. Straight into midfield there is Malin on the ball there. And yeah, he's Netherlands coming all out right now, trying to attack again. A straight one there, but easily cut out there by the England defender Gueye there. And yeah, still Netherlands on attack, move there, sends a long one, but easily defended by the English boys. Still Netherlands on the attack right now. What will they make out of this? Yeah, a chance for Dumfries there, returns it to his teammates in the midfield there. And Merlin on the ball there, returns it to Dumfries. Dumfries with the cross, but that is not going to be a successful one. It's out for a throwing to Netherlands.
Right, out for a throw-in for Netherlands. And right now we are having, I think our fans are listening to us because we are having series of predictions on corner kick right now, where we have a Biggie, Netherlands 4, corner kick, England 1. Abidemi Aluku, corner kicks for Netherlands 1, England 4. Then Tomiwa Olabi for corner kicks, Netherlands 4, England 5. That is a total of 9 corner kicks. Yeah, total of 9 corner kicks. Corner kicks for Netherlands 1, England 4. Abidemi Aluku from Abuja.
So is Cody Gakpo attacking down the left, who will link up with Nathan Ake, returns it back to Cody Gakpo at the Liverpool forward right there, who returns it back to his teammate in the middle, Virgil van Dijk, who will team up with his defensive pairing, who finds Xavi Simons, the goal scorer, who drew the first blood in this encounter. So, Netherlands now taking the game back to the Three Lions. The Orange Boys are proven to be really ripe to really bring home the goodies right
Okay,
there.
to those waiting for the corner kicks, statistics is still 0-0 at the corner kicks at the 28th minute of this encounter. I think you have just 2 minutes more to predict on Premier Sports Fan Center. Tonight is corner kicks. Give us the total number of corner kicks you expect in this encounter between Netherlands and England. And if it comes true, you get yourself 10,000 naira. And one man who is moving on the attack there is Bukayo Saka coming inward there for England. Returns the ball into the midfield there. The goal scorer for England, the one who got England the equalizer against Switzerland. The chance there, Phil Foden on the ball. Looks like he's playing more in a free roll position today. And I think doubling up with Bukayo Saka on that right hand wing has really occupied that, populate that right wing.
Yeah.
And he's making it hard for Nathan Ake
to cope.
Or to cope. Wow, that was a good ball from him there. He just took Dumfries there because he got the goalkeeper out of it. And good defensive work there from Dumfries.
Yeah.
He was just there at the right time.
And he took a weekend deflection to offer Brabbergen, and that really helped Dumfries to cover up in time. So, Guay, we had the ball down for Declan Rice, who finds Karen Trippier, and England attacking right there down the left, but he lost possession, and the Orange will send it forward, and the Malen attempt was blocked, and it's going to be a corner kick to England.
I think one player who has really come into this competition for Netherlands has to be Malin. He has really been impressive right from the second game. And good pass there, experienced pass there from Memphis Depay for the Netherlands boys. He's going to be out for a corner kick, and that is the first corner kick in this game. So those who predicted 6 corner, 5 corner, 7 corner, we have 1 corner gone in this game already, and it's this 29th minute, an opportunity for Netherlands to get their second goal in this encounter. What a chance for a corner kick. Let's see if they'll be making good use of it. They have top players in the box there. There's Virgil van Dijk here. There's also his defensive peer there, Stefan de Vrij there. Let's see what the Netherlands are going to make out of this. Cody Gakpo also in the box there for the Netherlands. And the corner kick straight into the box there with that brilliant second goal. What a save there from Pickford.
Crossbar.
Wow, Dumfries with a strong header to that. That was a very second goal. You can see what it means to the Netherlands fan. Wow, that's beat Pickford initially, and that was a crossbar to the rescue for the English boys.
That was a beautiful header. Good attempt. Went in on the touch and sustained himself on the hair and drove that ball.
And onto the setting right now is looking like there will actually be a big threat on the corner kick from set pieces duties.
All right, we are having the key on the studio. Doctor, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so far so good. 1-1. Netherlands drew the first blood and England equalized. And it has been an end-to-end battle between these two sides. Now, what do you take prior to this match?
Yeah, I think the two teams match themselves. They are about equal powers and technicalities. However, England wants it more. Looking at precedents and looking at the desire to carry something back home, I think England wants it more, and they're going to go all out to fight for it. Now, wanting it does not actually deliver it to you. You have to get it, and you need to get it with your capacity too. So, do they have the competence to overpower the defenses of the Netherlands? That's the question they have to answer, and they have only 60 minutes effectively to do that. So, for me, I think this match might go England's way.
Okay, let's see if that's going to go England's way. Yes, the dog predicted for Spain yesterday, but we can understand that he's a Barcelona fan. Probably that's why he predicted for Spain yesterday. And yeah, is England coming all out against Netherlands this time around, straight into the hands of Bukayo Saka. And Saka always on the ball, crossed into the box there, but that eluded all the English players in the box and it's out. But straight into the hands of Kieran Trippier. Trippier on the ball there. He's a good cross off the ball, but chose to go back into midfield there. Yes, England coming all out here with the ball, sends a long one, tries to tee up Bukayo Saka. Saka controls that up beautifully well and holds onto the ball. Has 2 men to be there, but chose to pass it straight into that 50-40 goes when he
that would have been another Yamal. That would have been another Yamal.
If you know typical Phil Foden, that is his angle.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he didn't score that ball.
Wow.
I
No,
was
no.
surprised.
We've been complaining about one thing when England started with Phil Foden playing on the left, that this hasn't really been his position or
Position,
his
yeah.
wing, But look at him since the last game against Switzerland when they started doubling up him, and was it
Saka.
Saka on the
On the
right
right,
wing.
yeah.
He has actually been giving them good account of himself and good performance, good shot there from the Manchester City winger. At the age of 23, lot of Premier League, lot of trophies in that man's shelf right
Yeah,
now.
a lot of it.
Straight back in play there. That is bet with a long one. After that, after England crashed against the woodworks there. Don't forget, Netherlands has also crashed one against the crossbar there. And yes, England in possession of the ball. 33rd minute of this encounter. It's still 1-1 between Netherlands and England.
Yeah, the upright came to the rescue for the Orange Boys once again. And the Three Lions are still there knocking on the doors. Maybe the heavens will open the doors to them another time after allowing them to come back into this encounter via that penalty kick from Harry Kane, captain. Fantastic for the Three Lions since he became their captain right there. So it's a blunt pass from Mino. Thought Harry Kane would move into space, but straight to Verbruggen. And the Netherlands player team, the Orange Boys, will be happy that he lost sight of that pass right there. And there is one of these Orange Boys down right there. Memphis Depay, the former Manchester United forward right there. Also, one-time Barcelona forward. I think ended the season with Atletico, but we don't know where it's
Clubless, right?
Yeah, it's currently clubless. And I think with the performance so far, the Euros, I don't think one of those big guns will want to come for a
Barcelona is still
signature.
in need of priceless strikers, free strikers, so they might go into the market to get Depay. Look at the first goal. That was Xavi Simons. Those who watch him while playing for RB Leipzig will actually be familiar with Xavi Simons taking up this type of shots, and they got an immediate response there from the England captain Harry Kane, who scored his third goal in this competition. It has really been an interesting game, no doubt. Both teams are firing against all cylinders, attacking at every angle against each other in this encounter. And you can see the fans jubilating at that stadium. Will it be England going home victor today and qualifying for the final, the second successive final at the Euros, and still trying to get what they call it, soccer, to come home.
Yeah, will it come home today? Well, I know one thing is Ronald Koeman won't want it to go home. Because if they are going home, that means if it's going home, that means they will be going home right there. So
I think that's really disastrous for Netherlands.
Yes.
Losing Memphis Depay, 30 minutes into the game, it's not a good omen for them at all.
yeah,
Because he brings a lot to the table. He can actually put pressure on the defense of the
yeah.
opponent. He can run into space, and he has so much power. He can bully his way through, and all those are going to be missing now.
but
So
I think Verman too
Vermaat
is a
actually is
good,
also a
good,
good
good
striker,
replacement.
Well,
a good
but
forward right there for
they pay.
the Orange
There's a
Boys.
reason why Depay was the first choice.
Yeah, experience counts too. So it's part of the game. We saw Olmo came in for Pedri. Olmo was the second choice, but Olmo has had more impact than Pedri ever had since starting for the La Royale. So right there, we are currently in the final. So one
Okay.
of the reasons why Spain is in the final is Daniel Olmo. So football has its way of creating its own history that we most likely might not predict it to be that way most of the time. So John Stones with the ball right there, and we return it back to Declan Rice, who will find Maguire. Would the Three Lions really miss this guy in the quarterfinal right there? Sure.
I'm back to the game. It's England coming all out against Netherlands, looking for that second goal in this first half. We are straight into the 36th minute with 9 minutes to go in first half regulation time. Will it be one of these two teams getting the victory in this first half and taking the first half lead into the halftime? Yes, the England in possession of the ball there coming forward. There is Maguire, the Crystal Palace captain, comes inward into midfield there. Chance for England there. Would they be taking that shot? They were still holding on to the ball. It's Kobe. Mine there, if I'm not mistaken.
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham, sorry, on the ball there, but it was brought down there. The referee is he have any of that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think Jude Bellingham
Throwing.
holds on to the ball for
Throwing to
too long,
Netherlands.
quite
No
a
doubt.
number, quite often.
There should be a free kick. It was almost like the penalty. I think.
He holds on to the ball for too long. He could have released that pass
On
long
time,
before
yeah.
now. And
So, Yeah, so throwing to Netherlands as it stands right there. So Verman will chase this one, and it's got the gap
Cut
moving
inward, cut
downwards, and
inward,
we
cut
said that
inward.
pass, but Kobe Mino was at the right place at the right time, covered his tracks, and went back to do his defensive duties right there. So Karen Trippier, we find Phil Foden, who has been running rugged in the midfield today. Phil Foden, one of those shining lights. And yesterday, we saw the youngest man of the match award at the Euros to Lamine Yamal right there. So two records were broken last night. Youngest player to score in the Euros, and also the youngest player to be awarded.
You
the man
forgot
of
to
the
mention
match.
the youngest player to score in the knockout stages of Euro.
Yeah,
semi-final.
added, and even the
And the youngest
semi-final.
player to play in the semi-finals. And the youngest player to score in the semi-finals. He had
So-
about 7 or 8 new records
records,
from
yeah.
yesterday's match.
Wow.
Really.
Again, talking about record, another man with breaking record today has to be Kobe Mino. Is the youngest England player to play in the knockout stage, in the semi-final stage of any competition for the English national team. So it's the 38th minute of this encounter, and it's England was still trying to break this stubborn and reasonable Netherlands team. Will they be finding that breakthrough in this first half? And it's Phil Foden on the ball there. He has crashed out the woodwork in this one. Finds Karen Trippier. Karen Trippier on the ball. The Newcastle defender finds Trippier. Finds Foden. And just to go back to defense where he finds
Maguire.
Maguire on the ball there. Maguire leaves that for Pickford, the Everton goalkeeper. Pickford drops it straight into defense.
John
There is
Stones.
John Stones, the Manchester City defender, who switches position with Trippier, and Trippier comes inward into midfield there. He has a chance for England with a great chance for a second goal. Yeah, it's still England in possession. What a pass there, Bukayo Saka.
Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Sorry, with the control there for England. And still England in possession, finding themselves in the Netherlands box there. Chance for another shot, yeah. And that was easily saved there. That was Phil Foden with a good twist and a shot there.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite angle to pick an attempt from. And Verbruggen, who must have studied him very well from Premier League. You see that you might want to take one to that corner.
And you know that kind of grand shots are so trickish. Most times it deceives keepers. You actually think you're looking for the ball up there, and then before you open and close, it just goes in under you.
I'm talking about free Foden today. He looks more freer than what we used to see in the previous matches. Today is like in control, and we've seen a series of shots taken by Phil Foden. Like in previous matches, he has been he just struggled to play with the England squad.
I think he's playing more of a familiar role, like
This
what
time
he
around,
did
yeah.
last season with Man City. So he's already used to that role. So when you just say go and do what you usually do, that's just the case for Phil Foden today. So Declan Rice will find Phil Foden, and we return it back to Maguire and straight to John Stones right there. It's England trying to find time and space to penetrate through this setup by the Orange Boys. Not the most solid setup, because I think they are opening space through their central back positions, and I think this is not the best setup for defending right there. Straight to Karen Trippier, who drops it off for Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham with the ball, returns it back to Karen Trippier, who send it back to Harry Kane, who will send the cross into the box, headed out by Virgil van Dijk, a familiar foe before he joined Bayern Munich. Mino will shoot again. The shot was blocked by Nathan Ake, and it's going to be a throw-in to the Three Lions at this point in time for the first minute of that encounter at the Dortmund home ground. It's still Netherlands 1, England 1 at this point in time.
Yes, Netherlands 1, England 1 at the 43rd minute. It's the 41st minute, approaching the 42nd minute. It's the throw-in. Kyle Walker takes that and finds Kobe Manu. And still England in possession, but lost possession. It's Marlene on the ball there. Marlene holds onto the ball, returns it straight into midfield. It's Netherlands who are not in a rush this time around to break out against England. What will they make out of this? Sends it to Tijani Rajnas there. Returns it back to the fence to find Stefan. Stefan far back to his captain there, Van Dijk. Van Dijk on the ball there. Returns it straight into the midfield there. And it's Netherlands coming all out, attacking against England right now. But Dumfries gonna get onto that, and he's going to go roll out for a throw into England in the 42nd minute of this one.
Yeah, there was too much weight behind that pass from Reginders to Dumfries right there. So he couldn't get up to that, and it's going to be a throw in to the Three Lions at this point in time. As far as I'm concerned, the first half, it looks more like the Three Lions has been this better side so far. Really, really doing the needful. After going down, they've responded well, and they've lost some golden chance too. The difference between the two of them, between the game last night, was Spain got 2 chances back to back, and they took the 2. But England got their own chance, and they were only able to take one
just
right
one
there.
corner kick in this encounter, and it's the 43rd minute of this game. It's still 1-1 between Netherlands and England. Yes, England coming all out, and Sky Walker, the Manchester City defender, comes straight into the midfield, returns his back to the middle of the park there. It's England holding onto the ball there. What will they make out of these? With a creating a chance, it's looking like both teams are comfortable going straight into halftime at 1-1. And it's John Stones on the ball there. What will he make out of that? Sends it straight into the wing where he finds Phil Foden on the ball there. Comes in well there for England. After 2 months to beat there, but chose to go back to the defense there. It's England coming out right now. Yeah, he's Declan Rice coming in forward for England, holding on to the ball in the middle of the park there. The Netherlands are also not in a rush to even attack against these English boys.
Yeah, who wants to rush a team that has had some good chances at goal? You know that, we need to be more careful against this side.
You know, at this point in time, since both of them have scored 1 goal each, and Netherlands can actually see the kind of aggression England is bringing into this, they have to be much more defensive now. And more caution.
They've even lost their captain Memphis Depay in this zone. The attack is
the assistant captain.
Yeah, the assistant captain. Yeah, the assistant captain here. The attack is not really looking.
Exactly. It won't be that powerful anymore.
So this Depay is out. Really, really showing signs going forward for the Orange Boys. But in football, you just have to play on whatever it is. You have to make do with the situation. And that's a good chance with Bellingham. We set up a pass to Karen Trippier down the left. And the pass to Kobe Mino was intercepted by one of the Orange Boys on the field of play. So, Declan Rice will find Kyle Walker, who links up to Trippier straight to Jude Bellingham, who faces Regindas, tries to dribble past him. And Jude Bellingham returns it back to Trippier. Declan Rice will find I think Kyle Walker, who set it up for the run of Harry Kane. Harry Kane joining the play. One of the things I love about the English captain, he knows how to team up with his boys and still go ahead and finish it up.
Saka on the ball there for England and chose to drop a pass there. Chance for England to send one into the box there, but Betts was there to the rescue for Netherlands. It's the 45th minute of this one. This game is fast running. The clock is fast ticking in this encounter. And in a moment from now, we'll be seeing how much minutes the assistant referee or the officials will be adding to this one. And that's going to be one with Betts on the ball there. Chozo, wow. Straight in the hands of Nathan again. Dangerous play there.
That was risky.
This is Netherlands coming all out against England right now. And that is short turn on the ball, returns it to Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake returns it straight into midfield. Regine does on the ball there. And that's 4 minutes additional time, if I'm not mistaken.
3 minutes.
3 minutes additional time on our screens in the studio there. And yeah, let's see who's going to get that second goal in this encounter. Who is going to break each other back in this one? Will it be Netherlands or will it be England breaking the Netherlands at the back of this one?
Yeah, which are to be broken again. Maybe melded again too. Because in this game we witnessed 2 goals already in the first minute of additional time. And Virgil van Dijk with the ball right now. Still keeping the ball. Will return it back to his goalkeeper, Verbruggen, and the Brighton shot-stopper right there. And Nathan Ake with the ball now. Will return it back to Regindas, who returns it back to Virgil van Dijk. And I think the Orange Boys are not in a hurry. I think this...
Both of them are actually not in a hurry. Both of them are most playing. When Netherlands is on the attack, we're having England, doing more of the defensive work and being conscious of attacking or going straight into the legs of the Netherlands boys. And when the ball is also with England in transition, the Netherlands are also not in a rush. They're also very much careful of sending more bodies to attack against the English boys. So it's looking like both of them are actually comfortable going into this halftime break at 1-1.
Yeah, you can share the spoils at the first half. But either they like it or not, one team
They will surely be
will
winning.
go home today. So Dumfries with the ball returns it back to Regine. That's straight to Shota, and it's the Orange Boys trying to find space in between the defensive setup of the Three Lions. And who would have thought that these Orange Boys are not scared whenever they see the Three Lions around them? They still go at them with the ball and still wanting to penetrate through their setup. Wow, art of a lion indeed.
Lions doesn't eat orange, so so it's very difficult.
And that's a good way of looking at it. But I think these lions are not roaring hard enough. Because
Maybe.
even the smaller animals are not afraid of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, if they don't roar enough and get something out of this, heads will roll, because the English fans will not
Oh, he
forgive
won it
them.
back.
Gets into play there. It's still a chance for England, and that is Gakpo on the ball there. Returns it to the midfield there. Cross into the box, who's getting ahead on that. And that's Obi going out, and it's going to be a goal kick. Just one corner kick in this first half.
Wow. What a game. One corner kick in this first half. And but probably we can still get up to 9 corner
Still get
kicks
lots of corner kicks
in the second half when they become so anxious, when gradually they begin to see the reality of the game. They will put more pressure
Wow,
on.
that was
I
a
think
good
Kaiwoka
stuff.
actually underrated. Was it
Netanyahu,
getting
yeah.
to that ball there.
So goal kick to England. 3 minutes up already. Anytime from now, the referee will say it's halftime, and since that one, and the referee says he has had enough in this first half.
Wow, what a first half, a balanced game, end in stalemate. And 1-1 to England versus Netherlands. That is the result for the first half. And let's quickly go into some of this. Let's look at the statistics first of this first half. Yeah, the statistics. And let's see what actually transpired in the first half. Ball possession for Netherlands, 35% ball possession, while England had 65% ball possession. What a number of possession!
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a totally dominated
Yeah.
game from England. And when it comes to holding on to the ball, you can see how England has been fluid, going forward against the Netherlands in the first half. Netherlands has been playing more conservative game in this first half, which I think it has really worked for them in the first half, going straight into the halftime break at 1-1. If not for that penalty, probably they would have gone into the break at 1-0. But let's see. I don't know how long they're going to defend, but playing defensive game is not really always the kind of game I love in a game of football. You have to come all out against your opponent, attack against your opponent, let your opponent attack against you. You just have to be who is actually potent or who utilizes clinical in front of goal as to score. But if they're both playing conservative football, I think we'll be here for a long night today.
All right.
And then about the possession, Netherlands actually do possession football. Unfortunately, we can't see that come to play here today. Possibly because, just like Shegun noted, they're trying to defend, ensure that they don't concede, even if they don't score, which means they are not being true to their philosophy. Whatever brought them to the final was moving the ball around and playing their true games. Unfortunately, they are changing that now. Now, if you're not trained in defense, or you're not trained to defend a goal or to play a counter-attack system, you will likely break very soon. Yeah, if you're not an Italian, even the Italian team also broke. Okay, because we know that's the way of the Azuris, but they broke. Okay, so if Netherlands should continue this way, England is going to find a way and get behind their net, and it's going to be their peril, because by then they will try to climb the hill, and it will be too high for them.
All right, we'll look at the goal attempt here. We have goal attempt 2 for Netherlands and 8 goal attempt for England. And out of that 8, shot on goal for England was 3, and shot on goal for Netherlands is 1. Shot off goal for England is 2, and for Netherlands is 1. That is the attempt made so far.
Yeah, there's really been a tight game, a tacky game in this first half. That's eluded a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances has not really been created. You can see when you look at the setup for both teams, it's looking more defensive. Netherlands playing with a 4-2-3-1 formation that is having about 6 players doing the defensive duty for them. England are playing out with a 3-4-3 formation, if I'm not mistaken, or 3-5-2 formation also in this one. That is more of them having about 5 players, on the defensive line when they are in transition, when they are being attacked again. So it's more about the chances will be really hard to come by in this encounter. It's just going to take 1 or 2 locks for any of these two teams to get a victory in this one. So I think that's one of the reasons why we're having that kind of that kind of number of start. The ball has really been played around the field, not in the box of both opponents or both teams.
All right, talking about corner kicks, just having one corner kick, and that corner kick is to Netherlands. No corner kick for England in this whole first half. Yeah, you might.
So, England, no corner kick, but that's not the explanation if you watch this game. England has gone at Netherlands, got some good chances. I think it's just the run of play that really made it look like they don't have a corner kick. But all round play, England has been there. All angles, all aspects of the game, both right on the left, on the central. They've attacked and attacked well with the crosses and with the runs into the box. So I think they can only improve from this. And I think they can fancy their chances of taking this one.
All right, talking about yellow card, just one yellow card, and that is to Dumfries for roughing. I think that's
Rough tackle.
for rough tackle. I think that is what actually led to the penalty in this encounter. So one yellow card so far.
That
Yeah.
was what led to the penalty. I think that was a 50-50 opportunity there because if the ball had met, what's it called? If Harry Kane had kicked that ball in that situation, probably it would have been a penalty. But good one for England. I think that was actually a bad tackle for a player like Dumfries, who plays for Inter Milan. You expect an experienced player not to just go into tackles like that. Reminds me of the likes of Vidic, Gary Cahill, and John Terry. They would rather throw their body at that ball in that situation than going with their leg. It's always dangerous when you lift your leg in the box because any slightest of touch in that box and the player goes down, it's always going to be a penalty. So I think he actually saw this team out there.
All right, for the lineup, for the starting lineup, we see Netherlands playing a 4-3-3 formation, where England playing 3-4-2-1 formation, and the players on the pitch on the starting lineup for Netherlands is Fabergé, the goalkeeper, then Dumfries, De Vrij, Van Dijk, Nathan Ake, Scottin, Simeone, that is Xavi Simeone, the scorer of the goal, and Rajinders, Malin, Depay, then Gakpo. That is the lineup for Netherlands in this encounter.
All right, don't forget Depay is out already, so he was replaced by Vessin, or what's his name if I'm not mistaken.
It was replaced by Depay is out. I think Varman.
Yeah, he was replaced by Verman, who plays for PSV in the Netherlands Eredivisie. Though last season wasn't the best season for him, having scored just 5 goals for PSV last season. So I think he's not really in the best shape or form. But I always love when players you don't really expect or you didn't really work towards, or you didn't try having a formation against when you are doing your training session, because they can always come into the pitch and try and create a disorder for the opponents. And I think that's what I'll be expecting from Vermaelen in this game. Though since coming into this game, it has really been enterprising and fun or holiday for the England centre backs in this game, because he hasn't really been troubling. We've not felt his presence just the same way, unlike the way we felt on Memphis Depay when he was still on the pitch. That goal scored by Xavi Simons was actually created by Memphis Depay. That is what he brings to the game. So Vermaelen needs to come into this game in the second half.
All right, Vermaelen needs to come in the game in the second half. Then for the England lineup, where for Pickford as the goalkeeper, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Goi, Saka, Kobe Mainu, Declan Rice, Trippier, Phil Foden, Bellingham, and Harry Kane, the scorer of the goal there for England.
So I think when you look at the English setup, you know that the manager is usually stuck with almost the same kind of substitute during games. And when you look at it, it's more or less the Jose Peseiro pattern, where you can predict who is going to come in next in whatever pattern they are playing. So I think going into the second half, if the England needs to reach to the bench, you know who is coming in. Number 1, Cole Palmer, Iberichi Eze, and maybe Ivan Toney. If they are looking for the goals,
So,
and
so
if they
is
want to close shop Gallagher,
so what are the advantage or what are the opportunities from being to be predictable in football? You know what he's going to do next.
for me,
Yeah.
that's why most of the successful coaches in the whole world, they are not predictable. If you say the coaches that stayed up for a long time, I'm not talking about just 1 year or 2 year wave. I'm talking about coaches that stayed up for a long time. They are not always predictable. If you are predictable, you can easily be caged. It's just like when you know that you are not secure and you keep passing through the same route. Then even you yourself, you know that you are walking along the strings of fire. So if you are too predictable, it's not the best place to be.
All right, then for the substitute, let's look at the substitute for Netherlands. First here we have Begwig, Big Joe, Blind,
Bergwijn.
Brobe, Delight, Fleckins, Free Pong, Gatruda. Then we have Kravenberg, Matsin, Van der Van, Verman, that's the one that he just came in now. Then Wigos, the man that always coming for substitute. Then Wigsjadom.
Wijnaldum.
Then
Wijnaldum.
then Zigzi. Yeah.
When you look at this bench of the Netherlands, you know that it's more or less like the English. Weghorst will come in. After Weghorst, then one of the attacking guys can go, depending on what's going on in the game. Bergwijn too, another culprit that can come in too. And I think I don't understand why Frimpong is on the bench, because he's one hell of a right back that can be explosive going forward. And I still think that Coleman can do better with the young man, Frimpong. But
So
overall,
so
not been bad.
It's possible Frimpong might come in, to replace Dumfries on the right. But where would Dumfries be playing if Frimpong comes in?
Yeah,
I think
they just
they've utilized
push one
Frimpong
forward.
more on the attack than playing defensive.
Yeah.
Playing more
Seven.
Because Frimpong I expected to be on the field and he's not here. They also have the likes of Vegas. I would have expected Vegas to come in for.
I think he's
Memphis
going
Derby?
to come in, except if they are not looking for a goal. That's his pattern. Coleman,
Yeah.
very predictable. Very predictable. He brings one winger and brings in Vegas, and they start loading the box. So they are really, really predictable managers. Only a very few managers are still available in the world of football that are not predictable. One of them is the top man, as far as I'm concerned, the best manager for now, Pep Guardiola, and then Ancelotti. And I think Ancelotti knows that. Pep Guardiola.
But even Guardiola and Ancelotti have a set of players that we know they use. So maybe
It's
not
about the way they
entirely-
deploy them.
Maybe the way they deploy them. Because just like you've been suggesting, Palmer should have started this game. But we could predict, I told you at the last game that Palmer will not start the game. Southgate is getting results with this team. And you don't change the winning formation. That's what people think. That's the standard in football. But that's not Guardiola's philosophy. Guardiola will always tell you that you have to keep changing something. Otherwise, you'll be easily predictable and you'll be easily taken out. So you just have to keep changing something. So even if you have a performing team, he wants to tweak it. He wants to bring somebody in. He wants to change some positioning. Okay, Netherlands is supposed to be playing 4-3-3 now. Were they really playing 4-3-3? They were more of 5-3-1 or something. 5-3-1-1 or 5-3-2. Because in a 4-3-3 situation, you expect them to open the field and run at the opponent and play attacking football, offensive football. But here they weren't playing offensive. They were playing counter-attacking football. And you can describe as 4-3-3.
All right, let's look at the substitute of the England side. Alexander Arnold, Bowen, Dunk, Eberichi Eze, Kalaga, Gourmet, Gordon, Henderson, Konsa, Kolpama, Ramsdale, that is a goalkeeper, Luke Shaw, Tony, Woolley Watt, King, and Watton. That is the bench of England.
It's still a good bench. I think England coming to this competition are one of those teams that really have a star-studded team coming to this competition. I think the biggest problem they've had in this Euros has been the manager not knowing how to utilize his team, not knowing how to set them up to their own to their biggest strength in this competition. That has been their biggest problem. But when you look at the bench, when you look at the starting lineup, I think they have one of the formidable team that can go on to win this Euro 2024. But looking at the bench, there are a lot of players, and we've seen players who have come off the bench and change the situation of the face of things for England in this competition. We've seen if Anthony tee up what's it called? Was it I think he tee up
Harry Kane at some point.
At some point.
Then
We've
he
seen Cole
came in
Palmer
last game
also
for Harry
coming
Kane.
in, part of the attack for England in this competition. We've seen a lot of players, even Berechese has coming from the bench and done good for England. So those are just the number of players or the players we usual suspects that do come in for England, and those are still the same set of players I'll be expecting to come up in the second half.
But if you really ask me, I think England has an overhyped team. Yeah, you keep saying they're world class, top class players, but come on, they are just top class in the Premiership, and we saw what happened when they leave the Premiership, and look at what they do at international levels. They actually don't live up to expectation. They never do. A lot of these players, about 60 or 70% of them were in the last Euro. They were in the World Cup. What did they do with it? Now we keep on talking about the coach. Now we don't expect the coach to enter the pitch and play for Harry Kane.
Coming up for this game.
We don't expect him to take a shot for Foden or take a shot for Saka. Saka took a beautiful shot and scored, and credits went to Saka. But whenever they don't score, it comes back to the coach. And so let's look at the players. Let's focus on them, because we keep seeing them. The big names we see all the time in Premiership, because those are the best they have in England anyway. And we have found out that not many English players have won Ballon d'Ors before, if any.
Oh, we have Michael Owen. He's a Ballon d'Or winner.
Maybe one. How many?
No. Is it Ballon d'Or? No.
No, he never won Ballon d'Or.
European best player.
Yeah. No English player has won Ballon d'Or.
I think the best
None.
was
The
Frank
closest
Lampard
was the closest was David Beckham, who was second or third on the pecking order.
Frank Lampard too was second at the point in time.
So what are we talking about? So they have a lot of players who are quote and unquote overhyped, above average maybe, but not spectacular players. They are not game changers, because we expect them to come in and change games. Bukayo Saka did quite some nice stunts. What's this man called? Bellingham. We expect the young man to do much more than he's doing here. He did a wonderful job at Real Madrid, pulled a lot of things out of the hat when they needed him to, even when you least expected. But for England, this is the 6th match in this tournament, and we haven't seen much. Even the goal he got was just one chance, and that's it. And then he keeps holding the ball for so long. He doesn't know how to release passes in the dangerous positions. Doesn't know how to create the final pass. And you want to go through the people, and he has a big frame. And you expect them to go.
The confirmation that Michael Owen was a Ballon d'Or winner in 2001.
2001.
Yes,
Okay, congratulations to
Ballon
him.
d'Or.
I didn't know that.
I think it was
And
at
not
Real
just anyone,
Madrid.
We also had Kelvin Keegan. He was at Liverpool. then.
Liverpool
Yeah,
there.
we also have Kelvin Keegan in 1978 and 79 from England also.
Yeah, who
So
won the
they've
Ballon
always
d'Or?
had and there's also Bobby Charlton in the year 1966.
Yeah,
also.
when they won the
And
World
the
Cup.
first Ballon d'Or winner is Stanley Matthews, another English player who was playing for Blackpool in the year 1956.
Right, so that's correction noted. Apologies to English people and the fans. Yeah, you have four people who have won Ballon d'Ors like 30 years ago.
Okay, that's the reason, because it's like it's been a very long
When
time.
was last time Spain produced one?
Spain, not quite long now.
Spain?
When was the last
Spanish
time
national
Spain-
team.
Yeah.
Okay,
When was
a
the
player
last
from
time?
Spain.
Yes,
Oh, well, I don't know.
with
I don't think
a player that with Spanish descent. Maybe even a Spanish descent.
I don't think they produced one recently.
Yeah, they didn't.
But maybe long ago. Maybe, I
think
don't
so.
know.
I think it's just one in the year. Wow, this is so far.
Possibly
Yeah,
Kubala.
1960, that is Luis Suarez. He was playing for Barcelona.
Okay,
in the year
Luis
1960.
Suarez, the
That
old
was the
Suarez.
only Spanish player to have won the Ballon d'Or.
But my point is that we have quite a number of players that we see all the time, and because we see them all the time, just like a lot of songs we listen to around here.
It's very much possible that what's it called? Bellingham wins it this year. If he's winning the Euro
US.
2024, then I think
The contention is not about Ballon d'Or. The contention is about the quality of these players and what they bring to the table when they are needed most. They are not delivering. Thank you very much.
I think.
Wait. That is a good one. That is a good one. That is what you get when you listen to Premier Sport. And to our viewers, wherever you are, you can see the analysis and the history, everything you get in Premier Sport Fan Center. And remember, a lot of people actually sent predictions today on corner kick, and a lot of people didn't know that it was going to be on corner kick. So please always listen to Premier Sport Fan Center. Every prediction for the day will be made known to you. So when you listen, you get that very well. And so far, we have a message from Tomiwa. I say England is definitely going to win the final. Their luck is something else, and Bukayo Saka will score. Yeah, Tomiwa also say, I've sent my account detail as required, but I've not seen it here. Maybe you send it to the number there. So, and then Ayola Davids, great game, but I can't believe the controversy surrounding the goal. The Netherlands are defending with all their life. Funny game tonight. Hey, is there any controversy in that penalty?
Some people actually argue that it shouldn't have been a penalty. Like I said, it's a 50-50 decision for me. But I think if the referee is giving a penalty, it's spot right. He got that spotted.
No, but from the studio, I saw it was a clear penalty. What about you?
If he's not also giving it as a penalty, then I think it's the right decision also.
But I think it will have been a wrong call if the referee has not given a penalty kick, because Harry Kane made a contact with the guy's head, and he actually showed his stud.
Yeah.
He showed his stud, and Harry Kane kicked the ball but ran into the stud. Okay, so there was a contact. It was in the 18-yard, and Dumfries didn't make any contact with the ball. So it's a foul. Yes, it should go for a penalty kick.
Okay, start of the second half, and England made a substitution at the start of second half. It was Luke Shaw was brought into the second half for his first game at the Euro 2024.
Second game.
Is it second game?
Yeah, it was at
second
the
game
last
at the
extra
Euro
time.
2024. Let's see what the Manchester United left back will be bringing into the second half for England.
Yeah, and it looked much rusty last game.
It's actually much
Let's just
rusty.
hope
He's
that
been out injured for long.
there are some players they just get in and click at once. So it's football, anything can come up with some performance. So Stefan, we approach the ball, we send it to
But
Javi
why
Simon.
would they take out Trippier?
I don't know, because he's been part of this game, really an important part of this game. So I don't understand. So-
Except he was injured or something. It
Maybe,
was
maybe.
delivering.
But an informed Luke Shaw will be better because he's a proper left back. So he
Okay.
can dish out the crosses stronger with his left foot. So throw into England 58th minute of that encounter. Declan Rice, who has been a solid player for the English setup all through this competition. And I think he's one hell of a player, has not snapped up. Had to pay through their nose for it.
Yeah.
They had to pay for it, and it was, as far as I'm concerned, it was worth every penny right there. So, Pickford will pick this one and sent it straight to John Stones, who runs with the ball close to the midfield, finds out Kogwai, his centre back, pairing his his partner in on the field of play, straight back to Guay from Hurricane, who sends a long one forward for Luke Shaw to chase, but headed down for one of those orange boys to pounce on. And Kobe Mino has that one and is an offside against Phil Foden at this point in time. So free kick to the orange boys, who are now playing from left to right, and England playing from right to left as it stands right now. Still 1-1. Weghorst in already for the orange boys also.
Yeah, Weghorst has been thrown into this game. I would say 5 minutes already played in the second half as we're approaching the 6th minute of that encounter. And still England won and Netherlands won. Yes, confirmation of that England substitution. It was Luke Shaw who came in for Kieran Trippier, and the Netherlands also made the substitution of their own. Weghorst coming in for Malen. I think that is going to be a big blow in that midfield, taking out Malane, because we saw what he has
Yeah, he
brought to the game for the Netherlands in the first half. Let's see how they approach this game. It's looking like Ronald Koeman wants to go all out and get that needed goal in the early stages of the second half. England on the attack right now is Luke Shaw, the Manchester United defender, sends it back to Declan Rice. Declan Rice sends it back into the hands of his teammate there, and it's Just Stones who's coming forward for England that drops it straight into the hands of Trippier. And so England in possession of the ball. What would they make out of this? The Netherlands are taking their time. They are not in a rush to attack against this England team. And here is Declan Rice coming inward for England to attack in this one. Finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw returns it back to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice sends it back to Luke Shaw. 1-2 between both players, and looks straight into the hands of his teammate here. What will England make out of this? And it's taking it back to the where it started from. My problem with this England team has to be the midfield. Creativity in that midfield. The player who can unlock the opponent's defense is not on this pitch for England.
And that's why we keep talking about Kopama. A little bit of trickery, and you just run into space and get the ball and do the damage. Once you throw the first block, the game will open up more. But
I think they expect Bellingham to do more of that, but it's definitely not up to it.
You know, Jude Bellingham for me is not really that creative.
I don't see Jude Bellingham. I don't count Jude Bellingham as an attacking midfielder to me. I see him more as a central midfielder. It has to just be with Carlo Ancelotti unlocking that side of Jude Bellingham, using him as an attacking midfielder when he just joined Real Madrid. And was getting a lot of goals for them. I think he's one of the top ISO scorers in La
Liga. So and he was the player of the season for La Liga right there. So, Declan Rice with the ball right now. We will team up Phil Foden down the left. Phil Foden plays in Jude Bellingham, who plays in Harry Kane. Harry Kane sent possession straight to Weghorst. Straight to Xavi Simons down the right, and is what the Orange Boys trying to attack right now. Try to dribble past Bukayo Saka. Kobe Mino. But the wrong pass from Dumfries. And it seems the Netherlands boys has not really settled.
Dumfries is having a stinker of a game today, because I don't know how you just dropped the wrong pass.
No, it was not. It's Regin as that set the wrong pass. You can see the frustrations on the faces of Xavi Simons right there. So Luke Shaw will take this throw in, and we want to take this one faster. Right there for the Three Lions, who have not shown the stuff they've made of in this second half. They had a very good first half, but the second half has not lived up to expectation yet. Though it's still early days in the second half. Well, Jude Bellingham will control this one, and we try to take on his opponent. Finds Kobe Mino. Kobe Mino calmly wants to turn with the ball, and still with the ball, and still tries to run with the ball. Tries to keep the line.
It out of play.
Yeah, out of play.
Into touch.
Yeah, but this one hell of a young player at England.
Should England make it to the final, he stands a very good chance of making it into the team of the tournament. He came in as a player who is supposed to understudy a player, but at the end of the day, made a spot in the starting 11 his own. It's a throw-in to Netherlands right here. The fries with a throw-in sends it straight in.
And it's not even 17 yet, is it?
19.
He's 19 now.
He's 19.
Oh, he's 19.
Yes, Netherlands attacking right now against England. What will they make out of this? Returns it is Dumfries on the ball there. Dumfries chose to go back to Stefan in defense there for Netherlands. And Stefan's on the ball there. Holds onto what will he make? Returns it to his goalkeeper. Betts there. Betts comes out with the ball there. Holds onto it and not in a rush. Returns it to Stefan. And Stefan on the ball there for Netherlands. Holding onto the ball. And both teams are just being conscious of each other. They are not rushing against each other.
I think the word is respect. They actually just respect the other team, and they be like, oh, I don't want to offend you.
Well, for how long?
I don't want to offend you. Unless you come back and score again. I don't want to concede again.
I think the respect.
Let me just hold the ball this way.
It's just that it's normal for you to respect anything you meet in a semi-final. Because they didn't just get there, they must have had some quality.
Look at the game between Spain and France yesterday.
Yeah, they took the game to one another, but they still respect. You saw there was a time that even Spain was defending. There was a time that France too was defending. So
you have to defend when your opponent has the ball. That's when you suffer. It's normal, but when you are too respectful and you're just keeping away from attacking the opponent, then we have a problem.
So Xavi Simons will play this one forward,
and the attack is so poor the passes, they barely lace 5 passes together, the Dutch players. This is unlike Dutch. They should have brought the whole Feyenoord team to come and play here and just remove foreigners from them. Those guys were so clinical in their passes, they could lace 12 passes together and get a
But they
goal.
were playing against Netherlands opponents.
Come on, you guys are not expected to explain that
We
now.
saw Donny
Van de
Beek
Beek,
came to
Van de
England
Beek,
and
yeah.
flopped. We've seen Antonio, who made
I
a
think
good
that
name
was
of himself.
injury. He got
Yeah.
injured in that one. So, Gueye right there finds Kobe Mino. Kobe Mino finds Declan Rice. And one thing that is swift about Kobe Mino is his first touch. The way he puts the ball in a comfortable position for him to set the follow-up pass is one thing that. you
Hello,
just have to
who is
appreciate
the
about.
Baba's chair in the center, just turning and turning and turning, and is it like 4 turns, all to return the ball to the defense?
Yeah, Kyle Walker with the ball right there. Will return it back to John Stones. We team up with Maguire. We're playing Luke Shaw down the left, and still the 3 Lions are trying to find time and space around this setup that is evenly matched defensive-wise for the Netherlands, the Orange Boys, like some will call them. The cross from Kyle Walker was blocked, and was blocked successfully right there. So game on in that encounter. Still Netherlands 1, England 1 at this point in time.
Yeah, it's the 58th minute of that encounter. It's still 1-1 between England and Netherlands. We have just one corner kick in this game, and that was to Netherlands in the first half. So we're approaching the 1 hour of football, and there's still one corner kick in this encounter. England has the better passes range in this encounter, having completed 363 passes in this game, while Netherlands has completed just 220 passes in this encounter. And total shots is 7 shots for England and 4 shots on target for the English boys, and 3 total shots for Netherlands and 1 shot on target for Netherlands in this one. That shot on target has to be that goal scored by that young boy Xavi Simons in this encounter. Still 1-1 as we are approaching the 60th minute of this game.
Yeah, still 1-1 it is at that Dortmund Arena. It has witnessed 2 sweet goals, one from the penalty spot right there from Harry Kane. And the first goal was scored by Xavi Simons for the Orange Boys right there. And the game promises to be more exciting, so you don't have to go nowhere. Just stay with us as we dish it out meal by meal, as you join us to enjoy this good, lovely meal football is dishing out to us today. And we've witnessed yesterday Spain going through to the final of the Euro 2024 via that winning goal scored by Dani Olmo right there. So Olmo is the hero of the day for Spain yesterday, but who will be the hero of the day for the Netherlands and English setup?
You know, talking about Spain getting another chance to win the trophy, the last time they had such a close opportunity, as we said, was 2012. And for 12 years, they haven't come so close. I'm sure they want it more than the English. However, the English people also want it so much, but the Dutch is in between them and the final. Or the Dutch is in between them and the Spaniards, because they have to go through the Dutch to get to the Spaniards and then get to the cup. So now it depends on who wants it more and who's going to get it on the final day. But at least Spain is sure to finish either first or first runner up.
So first